Hello Easy, I'm back. I've been traveling for about 2 weeks and I bought some records during my trip and before and actually after also. So let's see how much time this will take. I probably will do this in 2 parts. But let's again take a step backwards. A few years ago I bought this one because I didn't think that I would ever find these as individual CDs, much less as vinyl albums. These 5 here. But now, while I was traveling, I actually found 2 of those albums, so I decided to snap them up and take my chances with finding all of these albums. This next album I have actually never seen before, so I was very surprised when I found it here. And I've been looking for this from eBay for some time, and I've only ever seen 2 copies available there. One was the asking price was way too high, and the other one I believe was a bootleg copy, so I didn't buy that one. So when I saw this one, I snapped it up immediately. Kris Kristofferson, Rita Coolidge, Full Moon, their first duet album. And yeah, I was really surprised to find this here, because actually, as far as country records go, we usually have a very bad selections here at the record stores. So basically anything you find from country section is more or less a good luck. So yeah, I had never seen that one before. Next day I went to another store and they also, to my surprise, had a country section. So I bought the other Kris and Rita duet album. They have made at least 4 albums, but these 2 are the only ones that I'm interested in. And I already had this one, but I bought an upgrade copy. And another album that I saw there was Waylon and Willie. Yeah, never seen this one in a while either, so I thought I'd have to give this one a chance. I haven't had a chance to listen to this one, and actually many other records that I have bought I haven't had time to listen to. One reason being, of course, that I've been away, and the other reason was that my speaker blew up, so I had to get a new set of speakers. Okay, one record that I actually hadn't even thought of buying on vinyl, because I've had this on CD for many years, but while I was traveling, it just came to my mind that, by the way, I have all the other Rod Stewart albums on vinyl, all the other early Rod Stewart albums on vinyl except this one. So when I found this one, An Old Red Coat Will Never Let You Down, I snapped it up. And the very odd thing about this one is it's got gatefold sleeve, but what's the odd thing is that the record is inside the front sleeve, and this back sleeve is only this kind of a slip. All the other records that I have are like this, is that it's the opposite side, the opposite way, that the record is inside the back sleeve. Odd one, but yeah, great to have this one. Now I have all the early Rod Stewart albums on vinyl. And some while ago I bought the first Journey album, and now I found, actually I'm not sure, but I believe this is the second one. Maybe the third one, but I think this is the second one. It's called Look Into the Future. And then we were at this record store, and I didn't find anything there that really interested me. but my brother, it took so long there, we were there for ages, that I decided that I have to buy something just so that my time there wasn't for nothing. So I bought Blue Valentine by Tom Waits. This is I have this one on the CD, and it's actually my favorite from Tom Waits. So it was a good find. And I bought another record, but I'll come back to that one later. Also, we were at another record store, and again I was disappointed in there. At first, the only thing that I found there was a Faces single. I actually already have this one, but this one is an upgrade, and I bought it also because it was very cheap. A surprising find. And the other one that actually my brother showed me that maybe I should get one is Beatles, the Decca tapes. This is obviously the audition tape that they made for the Decca records. And here on the back there is a I haven't had the time to read this through, but it seems like an interesting story about these tapes. And where it is, here it is. It says that this story is historical fiction. So I don't think that the story here is true. It seems fascinating story, but odd one if it's a made-up story. I haven't had time to listen to this one either. I've been thinking about buying these Decca tapes for a long time, but I haven't wanted to buy these because they have been illegal recordings, and now after the copyright has passed out, this is now legal release. Okay, then I bought the two Young Rascals. The first album, this was actually surprising that I was slightly disappointed in this. There's a lot of covers here, and I don't think that they are that good. It's not a bad album, but I was expecting a better album. For example, their Collections album is much better than this one. And the other one is actually The Rascals, not Young Rascals. Once Upon a Dream. And this is their own material, and it's a far better album. Then a couple of albums, there's not much to say. AC/DC, Black Eyes. About time I got this one on vinyl. And J.J. Cale, naturally. I've been thinking about this for many years, but well, I only got around to it now. And Tumbleweed Connection, Elton John. I've had this one on CD also for many years. And this one I was very happy to find. They finally released this after 30 years on vinyl. Kaukoröyhkä, Onnenpäivä. I've been looking for this one for years, and there was one guy at these record fairs that I've been to, been selling this one, but the cover was in such bad shape that I didn't buy that one. And it was always bugged me that the cover was in such bad shape, because the album itself was in good shape. So yeah, I was very happy that they finally re-released this one. And you know, sometimes when you buy an album, you already know that you are going to be disappointed with it because of it. You only buy it so that it's filling up the collection. So it's maybe the last album that you're missing, so now you only buy it just to fill up the collection. But other than that, most of the times when you buy a record, you always expect or hope that it will be a good album. And sometimes you are disappointed with them, sometimes you are surprised that they are, or not surprised, but you are pleased to find that they are good albums. But sometimes those albums, they are so much better, so far better than what you expect, that it just knocks you sideways. And this next album was one of those cases to me. So I bought it on CD, I don't know, I think over 10 years ago, and I've loved it to this day. So now I finally found it on vinyl, and I had to get it. Hums of the Loving Spoonful. Fabulous album. I love this album. It's just wonderful, absolutely wonderful album. This next one I do like, and I have had this for about 20 years, and I saw this for the first time on vinyl, so I had to buy this. Michelle Shocked, Arkansas Traveler. And this next one, I knew that this one existed, but I've never seen this one before, so I never thought that I would become in a situation where I could buy this one. So even though that basically I don't really need this, I had to buy this. Whitesnake, live at Hammersmith. This is the Japanese release from 1978. That was released just for the Japanese market, and this album was obviously included on their double live album, Live in the Heart of the Sea. So I have this one within that double album set, but yeah, because, well, I couldn't pass this up, could I? Actually, I think that this is, the editing on this one is just slightly different than that on Live in the Heart of the City. I don't mean that the songs themselves, but there's the in-between talking, while David Coverdale is talking between the songs, is just slightly different editing on this one than it is on Live in the Heart of the City. So yeah, this was a massive found. I am hoping that this is an official release. There is a printed in Japan and other text, but I can't be sure. I should check this just to make sure, but I believe that this is original. At least the cover is I don't know, half an inch thick cardboard. Massive. And this next one, I saw this, several persons have shown this on YouTube, and I've been waiting for this one to be released on remastered CD for years, but it never has been released. So now I just felt that, okay, enough waiting, I'm getting this one on vinyl. Heart, Dreamboat Annie. And this is actually the Mushroom Records pressing, so I'm wondering if this one is also an original pressing. Well, maybe not from 76, but an early pressing anyway. And now the other record that I bought along with Blue Valentine. Hugh Laurie, Let Them Talk. I had heard one or two songs from this one, and it sounded good, but I was doubtful about this. But I have to say that I am happy that I decided to buy this one. It's a really good blues record. It's it's old blues, and the most pleasant surprise within this was the sound. It's not a polished sound. It's got dirt. It's got grittiness in it. Really good, really good. I was really pleasantly surprised to find this, to hear this. Let's say that way. Okay, let's stop here and continue on part 2. Thanks for watching.